Hey guys, welcome back to this week's episode of Cool Bike Projects. Today we're doing something pretty special. Come, check it out. Alright, we found a couple of, we'll call them vintage full suspension bikes. This was specialized first go at making a 3-pivot full suspension bike. You have a little stretch shot going down here, second pivot here, third pivot there. Then the next iteration was this specialized stump jumper FSR Sport. And here we had an actual 4-pivot. Shock strap goes up here. We have a rocker arm. Goes down to here. And there's a rocker below the crankset. So pretty dope. This is some old school tech, but for Christmas, we are going to fix up these two, what I'm calling twin bikes. One will go to my twin brother in Utah, and one's going to go to me.
It's going to be super cool.
Yeah! So, for both these bikes, we're not necessarily doing a restoration. We're doing more of what we call a Restomod. We're taking off the old, unfunctioning parts like this dead RST fork, shortening up the stem quite a bit, and in fact putting on 2 used forks. You see, these older frames, the geometry was not that kind. An 18-inch frame was large, but considering the seat mass coming out of the top, it was huge. And the 130mm stem didn't help much, along with the 2 inches of extended frame in the back. So we'll be shortening up both these bikes quite a bit. And if everything's working well on the drivetrains, we'll simply be adding some V-brakes. Nicer tires, wider tread, better geometry, and hopefully a much more supple ride. Before I do any more with the build, I'm taking kind of a step back to look at the geometry of this bike now. Not only have we added a different suspension fork, but we've also added an uprise bar and quite a bit of spacing just because I wanted to have extra room to work with. Now, this bike was never a downhill champ, but hopefully the shortened stem and the laid back position will give us a much better riding position. I'm sure I'll end up lowering the spacer stack eventually, but wanted to give myself enough wiggle room that I could go down rather than be stuck not going up.
up, dude? Sick call.
Yeah. Are you ready for your late Christmas gift?
I get one?
Yes.
Okay.
So, it's kind of hard to shop for the guy that's got everything, but I got something.
What does that even mean?
I got something you don't have. You ready? Do you know what it is?
Oh my goodness, is that a Stumpy?
That's a Stumpy.
Oh man.
It's a tan steel frame stump jumper with a rear air shock and like a whopping 3 inches of travel.
Dude, thanks so much, Russ. That's pretty sick. That's a pretty sick gift. Tell me about your. Is it pretty sick too?
About my bike?
Yeah.
Mine's not quite as nice as yours. They were still trying to figure out what to do with the seat mast on the back. So the plan was we were going to go down to Moab and do some hardcore shredding on 7-Up or Navajo Trail. So with snow, that's not going to happen. But I envision we will go down the trail and be very pogo sticky on the back end, but we'll have a blast anyway.
It's going to be great, dude.
So here in a couple weeks, hopefully it'll clear up. We'll meet up in southern Utah and do some shredding.
Absolutely. Yep. It'll be fun.
See you, man.